What's your favorite scary movie?
Hey guys, welcome back to Pop Culture with Pat. I am so excited to be joined again today by Amie Donald, who plays Megan in the first film and Megan 2.0. Amie, welcome back to the show.
Thank you so much for having me.
You're very welcome. So yeah, congratulations on Megan 2.0 finally hitting theaters. I know a good amount of people have already gotten to see it and you got had the premiere, so I imagine that must have been a lot of fun. What was kind of your reaction after the first film came out? Just how Megan kind of became this icon. You had people dressing up like her, you had the viral dance, you have a life-size doll now. I know you've been doing the cons, so what's that kind of all been like for you?
Definitely, I find that after the first movie, even it was the trailer that started all of the hype for the movie, and I was just so in shock because I didn't think that this movie was going to be as big as it's become, but I'm so honored to be a part of it. Like even like after the first movie, having people dress up as me, and I thought that was so cool. Like at the first Megan premiere, they had Megan like Megan lookalikes and people dressing up, and same with the Megan 2 premiere, they had people dressing up as Megan, which is so cool.
What's been some of the like the coolest thing that you've seen so far, whether it's just like the marketing or people that you met at the conventions or
I really enjoy meeting people at the conventions, but sometimes we get little girls that are dressed up as Megan and they do the dance for me. And I think it's so precious. I love it so much.
that's so cute. Yeah, I've seen some of the videos of you like showing people like how to do the dance at some of the cons, which is funny. And obviously we see there's some dancing here in the new film as well. So what was your reaction to reading the script for Megan 2.0? Because I know when we first saw that trailer, it went in a direction that I wasn't expecting it to go. So what was kind of your reaction?
I was so excited when I first got the script, and then when reading it, I could tell that there was definitely a lot more action. But that was something I was so excited about because I love all of the action sequences that we do in the movie, and I was so excited to just get in there again and become Megan again.
And you and Violet, who plays Katie in the film, you guys developed a friendship on that first movie. So what was it like to be back on set with her again for Megan 2.0?
Yeah, we grew so close on the first movie, and just I was so excited to see her again. And even on the second film, whenever we could, we'd always hang out outside of set. Like, oh, it was so amazing to see her again, and all of the other cast members as well.
Do you have like a favorite memory of working with or just hanging out with Violet from the second film?
I find that we always spent lunch together, like no matter what, we'd always be together. And most of the time, we'd actually hang out in the schoolroom and we would just play with we played soccer and stuff together, just having fun on set. Yeah.
How has Megan and Katie's relationship evolved from that first film to when we see them here in Megan 2.0?
In the second film, I think that at the very start, when Katie first sees Megan, she's a bit like standoffish, I guess. So they're rebuilding their relationship, and so they get to become close friends again, which is really cool to see.
And Megan, as we see in a number of the different trailers, we see in the film, she has several different looks for this movie as well. So, what was your favorite look for the film, I guess, and why does that one stand out the most?
I think my favorite was Megan 2.0 Stress because it was a lot more dolled up time and I loved it. It was so much fun. But actually the cyberpunk outfit where Megan was dressed all in pink, when we first put it on, it took an hour to get it on. And so that was pretty crazy. And then we by the end of it, I think we got it down to 30 minutes getting it on. But definitely, if you needed a bathroom break, you'd have to ask in advance so then they could de-rig you and then you could go.
I actually got it's behind me, but I got the popcorn bucket for like the Cyberpunk that's
Yeah.
available at Cinemark.
Oh, yeah.
Had to pick that one up for this. What was it like adding more of the action elements to this film? The first film was more of a horror comedy, but you guys definitely add a lot more action components to this film.
Definitely. I find that on the second film we did a lot more training in advance for it, which was that was amazing. I really enjoyed it. And like even me and Violet were doing some training together because I mean we both had to do some pretty cool stunts on this one, which was so cool. I got to do rig wire work and I got to do some like fighting training and Wing Chun training. Like all of that was so much fun to do and prepare for.
Yeah, I was gonna say you hadn't done any of that kind of stuff like previous to this film, right?
No, but when I was five, I did a little bit of karate, which was funny because then we were training in it again this time.
That's perfect. I mean, that I'm sure that must have been a lot of fun. Yeah, I was talking to Violet about it, and she was just super excited that you guys got to add like a more of an action component. I mean, we see her flying through the air. We see all the different, the fight scenes. So how did you guys kind of do the flight scene? Was that just like rigs or?
We had a really cool rig for the flight scene. It was a whole separate rig. It was like a big like metal bar and they had like almost a steering wheel at the end of it and I was attached to the front of it and they would spin it to make it look like M3GAN was like dodging all of the rocks and stuff, which was really cool. But I had no idea how that was going to turn out because it was all we had a green screen background for all of that, but and we had a massive fan that would blow in my face to make it look like I was, flying through the air. But it turned out so well. I don't think they could have done it any better. It looks amazing.
Yeah, I wasn't watching like when I saw the trailer for the first time and you see the scene of her just flying kind of quickly. I was like, man, M3GAN's like a flying squirrel in this second film.
Yeah, yeah, definitely.
But and Ivana, she joins the cast as Amelia for this film. What was it like having her join the cast and getting to face off against her in the movie?
I love Ivana so much. We grew quite close on the second one. I mean, M3GAN and Emilia aren't supposed to like each other, but whenever I had the chance to, I was with her on set. Yeah, I we grew very close. We had a good connection, and when we wrapped, it was so sad to say goodbye, but it was nice to see her again at the premiere.
Yeah, yeah, I'm sure that was great to catch up. And the dance in the first film obviously became iconic. How did you guys try to top that and come up with the dancing for this film?
I think it's also a little bit different from the first one and the second one, as in the first one, M3GAN is trying to distract someone as she's trying to get closer to her weapon. But in the second film, I feel like she gets stuck on stage. So she's just trying to like make her way out of it, but then she kind of gets lost in it a bit. And then yeah, and then everyone finds out that she is a robot, which is pretty funny. But yeah.
That's yeah, that scene was so funny of just getting to see that, and I'm sure that's something that with the film hitting theaters now that you're probably going to see, I'm sure on TikTok and Instagram, all the different people of trying to do the dance as well, and I'm sure you'll probably be at the cons. You'll probably have to show some of the attendees how to do it as well.
Yeah, definitely.
What's it been like to see the technology evolve from the first film, from when you guys were filming that to this film? Because even though it was only a couple of years, I know a lot of major changes in the technology there.
Definitely. I remember the first, we did a screen test on the second movie, and we did one on the first one as well. On the first one, they had animatronic M3GAN whose face could move with, they had like remote controls for her face, and if they wanted to move her head, it was like a puppet, which was really cool. But I was so shocked when we went on to the second movie and we did the screen test. She was moving all by herself without people having to move her head for her. And the technology has evolved so much. And I thought that was so cool. It was amazing.
That must have been a little freaky for you, I feel like, where you went from the first one where you said it was kind of like a puppet and then her just moving by herself. You're like, man, she's got a mind of her own.
Yeah, definitely. I was really fascinated with it, to be honest, because I thought it was cool because it was all computer based as well. So they would just type something on the computer and then she would do it. I thought that was really cool.
Does seeing some of this technology, I mean, with this film being a lot more about like AI as well too, Does any of that kind of like scare you as far as how fast some of this technology is evolving and working on a film like Megan?
I definitely think it's crazy at how fast the AI is evolving. Like, you'd just be scrolling on social media and then you will see someone who looks and is talking like a real person, but it's not. And that's really crazy.
Yeah, no, I agree. It definitely freaks me out a little bit. And do you have, as far as like this film, I'm sure there's a lot to pick from, obviously, but do you have a favorite scene for yourself that, what when filming it, and why does that scene stick out for you in particular?
I would definitely have to say that one of my favorite scenes was the end fight with Amelia and Megan. That was so much fun, and especially because we did so much rehearsing for it, and it was really cool to just get out there and do it. Like, even there was a scene where I do an aerial over Amelia, and when filming that, we did it two ways. We did it one when the camera was just straight, and one when they flipped the camera with me.
Oh,
And see that before it got put in the movie. I thought that was so amazing. Like, it was so cool how they did that and they kept it in the movie, which was amazing. I was really happy that they kept it in.
yeah. How long did it take to put together something like that, like filming that particular scene? Was it a couple days or?
We did when we did 2 weeks before filming, we were training and just finding little things that we think that the director might like. And Gerard, he came back during filming with something that he would like, and we kind of pieced together a little bit of choreography, fight choreography, and then he approved it, and then we started like just getting used to what we're doing, and then we got to perform it, which was really fun.
And what was it like too to have Gerard come back? Because I know sometimes with sequels, like you don't always have the original director come back for the second film. So what was it like to work with him again for Megan 2.0?
I was so excited to work with him again. Yeah, it was so much fun on set. And like, if he wanted something, we would just talk about it and then we'd do it. Like, on the second one, we really wanted Megan to be a lot more sassy. Like, she got her own personality a bit more on this film, which is really cool.
I love the scene, which I know I believe that's Jenna like doing the voice, but there's the scene in the trailers where she's in the little robot thing at first, and she's like, "Oh, like I was upset." It's like you tried to kill us, and I was upset, and she gets all mad. But just little moments like that. The comedy. I actually just rewatched the first film the other night because my girlfriend hadn't seen it, so I introduced it to her, and she was actually a little creeped out by the movie, and so I was like, "Well, don't worry. I think this second film looks like it has a little bit more of like the comedic tone this time around."
Yeah, definitely. I feel like also, like, reading the script, you could tell that it was quite like it had quite a funny bits in it, which was that was really cool to see. And even like reading when Megan's in the little Moxie, I thought that that was really funny. Like, all of her lines are so funny.
Oh yeah, yeah, it cracks me up just the humor that you guys were able to strike there. And just to wrap things up for you, Amy, is there anything else that you want to say about the experience of working on this second film, and what are you most excited for fans to see with Megan 2.0 as well?
I'm so honored to be a part of such an amazing movie. I loved all of my cast and crew. It was amazing to work with them. But I definitely think that for people to watch the movie, they need to be expecting a lot more of action, and I hope that people will enjoy because I enjoyed filming it and I enjoyed watching it.
Yeah, no, I mean you could tell from the when the trailer came out, like I said, I wasn't expecting it at first, but when I saw that that was the direction that you guys were going in and just fully embracing like that the camp and the action, I was like, "Yep, sign me up. I am so here for this." So, but yeah, Amy, again, it is always great to talk to you, have you here on the channel. Congratulations again on the film, and yeah, can't wait to have you on again in the future.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.